This is a story of how a mother's good intention almost destroy her child's innocence. These days, many parents think giving a child a phone is a way to make them happy or feel modern. But sometimes, that small gift can open a big door, a door that leads to things we never planned for. This story will open your eyes to something happening behind closed doors in many homes. There was a woman named Auntie Grace, a hard-working mother who lived in Benin City. She sold fabric in the market, and everyone knew her as a strong, strict woman who wanted the best for her only son, Timi. Her neighbor, Mama Esther, was the opposite. Soft-spoken, gentle, always smiling. She had a daughter named Amara, who was the same age as Timi. Both families lived in the same compound, and their children grew up like twins, always playing together, eating together, even doing homework side by side. Auntie Grace believed in hard work and rules. Mama Esther believed in love and freedom. Yet, the two women respected each other deeply. Every morning, before going to the market, they would leave their children at home, trusting them to behave. Everything was peaceful until one small gift changed everything. It started when Timmy came home one evening and said, "Mama, all my friends in the school have phones. Even my teachers uses WhatsApp to send assignments. Please, I need a phone too." At first, Auntie Grace laughed. "Phone care? You are just 13. What do you need it for?" But Timmy didn't stop begging. He promised to use it for schoolwork, to help her in the market, and to call her whenever she needed him. After thinking for days, Auntie Grace finally said, "If you pass all your exams and make me proud, I will buy you a small phone, but only for school, not for rubbish." Timmy was happy. He worked hard that term, and true to his word, he came home with one of the best results in class. Auntie Grace was proud. Then, next week, she bought him a new smartphone. Timmy jumped and shouted. You should have seen Timmy's face. Pure joy. He couldn't stop smiling. Even Amara was excited. She said, "Timmy, now we can play games and watch cartoons together." At first, it looked harmless. They watched funny videos, played small games, and took pictures. Auntie Grace was happy that her son could now learn things from the internet. She would even boast to her neighbors, "My boy is now modern. He is learning with his phone." But she didn't know that the same phone she bought with love would soon become her greatest regret. One day, while playing a game, Timmy saw a strange folder on the phone named Private. Curious, he tapped it. The video that opened shocked him. It wasn't a cartoon. It wasn't a comedy. It was something strange. Adults doing things he did not understand. Amara, who was sitting beside him, asked, "What is that?" "I don't know," Timmy replied, staring at the screen. "But let's see what it is." That one click changed everything. The day after, they searched for more videos like that. Slowly, curiosity turned into addiction. They began to hide inside Timmy's room whenever their mother went to the market. The same children who used to play outside now locked themselves away for hours, whispering and laughing quietly behind closed doors. Gently, something deep inside them was changing. Their thoughts, their emotions, and their innocence. Days turned into weeks. Timmy and Amara stopped talking freely with their mothers. They avoided eye contact, always distracted. One Sunday, during church service, Auntie Grace noticed her son wasn't singing or paying attention. He was just pressing his phone. When she asked him why, he said, "I am reading Bible verses online." She smiled, not knowing that the same phone was now his secret world. At night, when she slept, Timmy stayed awake, exploring things he didn't understand. Sometimes, Amara would sneak over, pretending to borrow notes, and they would sit together, eyes fixed on the glowing screen. As time went on, what started as watching turned into trying. They began to imitate the things they saw in those videos. It happened on Thursday afternoon. The mothers had gone for a community meeting, leaving the children alone as usual. Amara came to Timmy's house with a nervous smile. "My mama won't be back for hours," she said. "Let's play that game again." Timmy hesitated. "I am not sure it's right anymore." But Amara begged, "No, no one will know, please." And just when they were about to repeat what they saw on the screen, a loud knock came from the door. Bam, bam. Timi, why is the door locked? It was Auntie Grace's voice. Panic filled the room. They jumped, trying to fix themselves, but it was too late. When the mothers entered, they saw confusion, guilt, and fear written all over the children's face. Both women looked around the room, the bed, the phone, the look in their children's eyes, and immediately knew something was wrong. At first, there was silence. Then, tears began to fall. Timmy broke down and confessed everything: the videos, the folder, the curiosity, the things they copied. Auntie Grace's hand began to shake. My God, what have I done? Mama Esther stood there speechless, holding her daughter close as she cried uncontrollable. There was no need to shout, no need to beat anyone. The damage was already done. Both mothers wept that day, not because of what their children did, but because they realized they had left them unguided in a world that moved faster than they understood. After that day, everything changed. Auntie Grace took her son's phone away and sought help from a counselor in church. Mama Esther joined her. Together, they learned how to guide their children with love and truth. It wasn't easy. There was tears, shame, and long nights of prayer. But over time, the children healed. They began to talk openly about what happened, learning right from wrong, truth from lies. Their friendship didn't end. It became different, more respectful, more careful, and the mothers also changed. Auntie Grace became softer, learning to talk to her son instead of always shouting. Mama Esther became firmer, learning that love must also come with boundaries. They created new house rules: no locked doors, no watching videos alone, no secret passwords. And every night they talked about what they saw and learned online. Slowly, peace returned to that compound. Children's laughter filled the air again, and both families grew stronger together. So, my people, let me tell you something. Giving a child a smartphone is not just giving a gadget, it's giving them a key to a whole world you cannot see, a world that can either build them or destroy them. Don't be deceived. The internet is not a toy. It's powerful. It can teach, but it can also corrupt. Some parents think my child is innocent. They won't go astray. But remember, curiosity lives inside every child. All it takes is one wrong click and their eyes open to things they can't unseen. That's why we must be close to them, ask questions, check their phones, teach them early, guide them with love, not fear. Because if you don't teach them what is right, the internet will teach them what is wrong. So please, parents, aunties, uncles, don't just buy phones for your children because others have it. Before you give them a device, give them wisdom. Before you hand them a screen, hand them guidance. Technology is not evil, but without boundaries, it becomes dangerous. Let your home be a place of conversation, not silence. Talk to your children about what they see, what they feel, and what they learn. Because sometimes all it takes to lose a child's innocence is one small click. Did this story speak to you? Do you see something like this happening around you? Share your thoughts in the comments. Let's learn from each other and build better homes. If this story touches you, please like this video, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear it.